Okay, let's start. So this user account we have created yesterday. So what we have done yesterday, we have created from the security console new user called BPI. We have logged in into it. Then I explained you the finance module. There are five modules: journal ledger, accounts payable, accounts receivable, cash management, and fixed asset. And for that, accessing the GL module, there are five roles, two common roles for every module, and three are specific module wise role: general accounting manager, and finance analyst. Then I explained you enterprise structure as well, and then I shown you to foresee creation, that currency, calendar, start of account, and accounting convention. Then we have created the primary ledger. Till yet, I have explained you yesterday. Okay, so let's move ahead now. So let me explain you ledger again once again. That ledger is a actually reporting entity in which which we record day-to-day transaction, and it will determine the forces in the organization. Once the one business group can create a multiple ledgers, but ledger cannot be associated with the one business group. Like this, it cannot go reverse. Okay. Then now we will see legal entity. Now we will create the legal entity. Ledger we have created. Now it's time to create a legal entity. So entity. So for
Sir,
legal entity,
sir, one
yes.
small doubt, sir. Sir, yesterday you have said
Hmm.
how to create a entrepreneur, sir. The likely will be quite difficult, sir. The entrepreneur,
So
first
what is difficult?
entrepreneur, how to create, sir. I know about the ledgers and how to create the entrepreneur, sir.
Enterprise, when you
Enterprise.
purchase the instance from the Oracle, right? So they will give you the entire enterprise in instance. This is enterprise instance, one
Okay,
enterprise
sir.
instance.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, sir.
Although you can also create enterprise structure. Let me show you.
Okay, sir.
There is a setup called enterprise structure, manage enterprise structure. From there you can create all this flow from there. Manage, establish enterprise structure. From here there is a train and stop. There you can create enterprise and all. Like, let me show you. When you will click on a create, just give the enterprise name, suppose BPI. I'm giving the name. Okay, see here you can see train and stops. Here you will give the enterprise name, short name, primary industry, headquarters country, all the details required. Then legal name, legal entity identifier. So here you can create all that required. See here you can see divisions. This will be first one with divisions. Then legal entity. Then create business unit. Then business unit. Then RDS, reference data set, business unit, set assignment, and location reference set. Here you can see enterprise structure. Correct. So this is all enterprise structure about. So in enterprise structure, you will create divisions, legal entity, business unit, and all here. So I hope your doubt is cleared now. So you can try yourself for creating establishment, but I will going to be create at the requirement at the time of training. So individually also we can create it, or we can create it like this as well thoroughly. So it's your choice, or you can say client's requirement, like how it he wants to do. So this is train tops, it calls actually. So first you will done it, then you will next, then you can see the next setup, legal entity. Like this it goes. So here you will give first enterprise name, short name, then this division will appear. If you want, let me show you just example. Suppose BPI enterprise. industry of technology, suppose. Let's take finance and insurance. Headquarters country, India. Legal name, give the same name. Identity, identifier, register number, give random number. Reporting number, also give any random number. Legal address, this you have to create. So from legal address, there is a specific setup as well, or from here you can create. Like let's say BPI Tech, Chennai, Chennai. Okay. So here you have to select, you have to provide enough information to configure the simple enterprise with a single ledger legal entity operating us in a single country. So select below, complete the setup for single legal entity in single country. Yes, we are going to do this. Next, now here it will come all the flow. Here you will see the division. See enterprise division, then legal entity. When you will create, it will appear here. Name enterprise in enterprise, then business unit, reference data set. Three reference sets are mainly enterprise set, common set. So this is how it gets created. See, you can see. So one by one you can go. If you select this content with interview setup and more legal entity, then it will open. See, first train division. From here you can create a division, which division you want. Then create business unit, business unit. Like this you can create. Understood?
Yes, sir. I understand it, sir.
Okay. So let's legal entity. Now we'll create from the specific setup. Let me show you. Legal entity is nothing but a tax authority for generates tax reports. One legal entity or one legal entity, sorry, one legal entity contains multiple legal entities. One ledger contain legal multiple legal entities. Understood? Like I explained yesterday. But one legal entity must be associated with one ledger. Must be associated with one ledger. Okay. So let's start to create. From here, functional areas, from setup and maintenance, setup financials, and here in functional areas, legal structure. Here you can see manage legal address, legal entity, legal registration. But two is this enough? So first we have to create the address because at the time of creating entity, we required it. So suppose I have created one address now, Chennai. So let's see if it is appearing. There we have created one. Or let's see, we can create from click on the create button, we can create one. Okay, so this is our one address is created, you can see here. So just save and close. I will let you know where it will connect. Now at the time of creating legal entity, here create new, because we are creating the new legal entity. Apply and go. Here give our, suppose we are creating in India, BPI legal entity. LE means legal entity. Identifier give random, or same you can give here, not number needed. Here permanent account number and legal reporting, because these are all the mandatory, that's why I'm giving them. So let's take permanent account number, some random number, and registration random. Here you have to see PSU and legal employer. You have to select this. And here why we have created the address to assign here, without it we cannot go ahead. So identified jurisdiction will be Indian company law. So if I selected India, so under that law, taxable, this legal entity will be taxable, and tax authority will be given to him. So let's search Chennai. We have created one. Here we have created now. Okay, so this is legal entity creation. This is how we can create separately. Just save and close. Okay. Now, what you have to do? Now we have created a 4C, then primary ledger, then legal entity. Now we have to specify the ledger from here. General ledger. Here manage primary ledger. We have managed our primary ledger first. Then now you have to do specify ledger option. Here your scope will be our primary ledger which we have created. So it will come under the primary ledger. The scope should be our primary ledger account which we have created yesterday. So here you have to give standard accrual, American language. These are the mandatory setup. And then retained earning account. Now let me explain you because I already put it. So let me explain you. You can just create a duplicate tab or you can go back and do it yourself. So here you can go and in setup and maintenance. Now I yesterday I have given it after the session. So let me just explain you how to do it. Like for this, the retained earning account is mandatory for the specific period. The account we have to go. So here it will appear the code combinations, correct? So for this code combination, we have to give values here. Now we have created in the first case BPI sets. BPI value sets we have created. In each set we can manage the values. So yesterday I have done, like, let me show you manage values. Just you will see how many is there. So two I have created. Suppose BPI Tech 1 or 101 uh, BPI Tech one value I created. In a company there can be a multiple. Yes, right. So just save and close. So all, if there is nothing, you can give default. Like for product I have given default because we have to select it every time. Here like this is the value and this is the default code. Like later we can change or do it. So like this, in the natural account manage value, I have created only one, which is retained earning account, because that is required for this setup. Let me show you once again. Here, suppose I have to create some account. Here in a natural account will be all kinds of account will come, expense, cash. Let's create cash account. Like this you can create an account type asset. That's it. This is how we create the values. Then if I have created cash account here, then it will appear here as well. Here you can see. Now here only retain earning account was the option. Now you can see cash account and retain earning account both are the options. So let me show you entirely. When I have to do the retain earning account, I have to choose it. Company BPI take, like this. Whatever I have created there, it will appear here because we have to assign the code combination here. That is called code combinations. Product default, future default. We have to create it because if you haven't created it, it will not go ahead. So okay. So this is called code combination 101 100 100. This is called code combination that we creates. And all the setups will be there. You can see. Wow, mandatories are only those, nothing else. So, but as per the client requirement, you can give the another setups as well. Like for the sequencing, accounting, document, and sequencing. If client wants to sequence by ledger, then you can select ledger. If client want by legal entity, so you can select legal entity. And if no sequencing, no sequencing. So like this, there are multiple options. It will you will do as per the case basis, as per the client requirement. So this is how this is called specific ledger. specific ledger option. So just save and close. Okay, so specify ledger option is created. Now after that, what we have to do is a review and submit accounting configuration. Here, in a scope should be our primary ledger. So here, primary ledger, and just do it submit. It will appear like this. Let's create accounting configuration process has been submit. So like this is the basic flow. Let me show you next one. Specify ledger, then the review. Review and submit accounting configuration. So this is the basic flow and the main flow for primary ledger. Now let me show you how we can create the journal entries. We have to create, suppose. So just save and close. Or you can go to the home tab here. Now when I initially shown you that they are not unable to give the data access. Also one more setup is required. Let me show you. Before that or after that also, data access set. You can create data access set. Here in general ledger there is a manage data access set. So you have to create a data access set for the ledgers like this. These are the created one. Let me show you one. Suppose this is created one ledger and read and write only privilege is given. So it will allow you to for the specific kind of journal to access it. Like let's create one. So BPI data, it will align all later when you'll do actual setups, actual entries. Full ledger, give your chart of account. What is your chart of account? PPI structure, BPI structure instance one. Accounting calendar, search your BPI. Then ledger not required. So here you have given it, or you can here you can give the set assignment as well. But for the moment it is not required. So just save and close. So now our BPI data access set created. I will show you when it will connect. So now after that, yeah, manage data access set. Then we have to that data access set or our primary ledger we can assign to the user. User means this account, PPI account. That is mandatory. Without it, we will not able to do the entries. Here, manage ledger data access set for user. Let me write. So it will be easy for you. So here it will open like this. So here you have to create. Here username you have to give your BPI. What is your username? It will appear. Then role you have to give your three roles. Three roles means this roles for the assigning this role to the that particular business unit or primary ledger. Both you can assign. So now general accountant contact security. Here it will come data access set which we have created. Now give that data access set here. Search our BPI data access set which we have created now. See BPI data access set and primary ledger both we can assign. So for the timing BPI data access set we are assigning. Create one more BPI. Give our role. Another role general accounting manager. data access set. Here give your data access set, BPI data access set. One more. Third one is finance analyst. Finance analyst data access set. Data access set. Sorry, just gone, but it happens during the doing it. Okay. So now you understood this three roles we have given to this user ID. We have given the access of data access set to BPI data access set. Now save and close. So done. Okay. So after that you have to open a period. Then you will be able to do the entries or receipts. Let's from here also you can open and here as well from outside. Functional areas. Search for the journal accounting. Here is our main tab and here period close. Now yesterday I have created one. Suppose this is the calendar we have created for BPI one. So this is our ledger, BPI primary ledger, single ledger, and accounting period. Choose it January, suppose. So it will be open. If it is not open, it will show here. Journal ledger period is open. Here that much period I have opened. Suppose you have just opened one period, you can close that period from here as well. So there are basically five status: open, close, permanently close, future enterable period, and one more. Open, close, future enterable period, permanently close. Four are there. Permanently closed means you cannot modify that period. Whatever happened transactions in that period, you will not able to modify. Future enterable means future yet to come. Then close also you can reopen and do the entries. Open means which is currently open. Now these are the open symbol. These are the open one. And this is future enterable. So suppose I have to open this period. Just click on that period and open period. Here now we will see June, July will be open. Refresh it. Here you can see July is open now. June is open and July is a future enterable period. So like this it opens. So this is done. This is the last step of our setup. These are the flow I am telling you, exact flow of GL. So for September period is not open, but you can see May, you can see period will be open, correct? So like this it opens. So go to the home tab again and in general accounting, now create the journal. So before that, let's give the one more natural account values because you have to create an entry. So go to home tab. Here go to journals. See here, this is the journal tab. Here you can see I have told you yesterday. Like from here we create the journals and all the setups required. This is called task. So we'll create the journal. For creating journal, let's create one natural account, which is expense. Because we have created cash, but for the journal entry, we need a proper entry. Here, go to value set, search for our BPI, natural account, manage values. Here, you can see two is created now. Just create one more, 102. give expense account. For example, I'm typing only expenses account. Give here expenses. Account type you have to give always. There are five types of accounts, seven types of accounts. Asset, budgetary credit, budgetary debit. At the time of budgets, we can do that. Then normal or five, you must know if you are finance background. Asset, expense, liability, owner's equity, and revenue. These are the five base of the finance. So just save and close. Okay, now we'll create the journal. So as I told, let me show you again. From the journal tab, here go to the task and create journal. Now here you can see, here you can create a journal batch. What is journal batch? Journal batch is actually a batch. Suppose some expenses, particular expenses are there. Suppose let's say electricity. So all electricities of the year, it will come into that specific batch journal. So every month's electricity bill will be appear here. So like this, we can create the batches. Then description, balance type, actual. Then period, accounting period will be pick here. You can select as per your open period. Whatever period you have opened there, it will appear here. Till July, you have opened the period. Let's take Jan 25, first month. Here, this is the journal batch. Okay. Then there is a journal tab. Journal batch, I told you, this is the batches, entries in the batches. Then journals. In journals, you create the specific transactions for expenses, telephone expenses. We are recording the telephone expenses. Give it to the journal. Description. The ledger will be affected to the BPI primary ledger. Then accounting date 31st 1 25. This is the month, date 25 and 25. Let's make it 1st January 2025. Then here you have to select category. Is it accrual or adjustment allocation? There are tons of category. It's a debit memo, credit memo, bills receivable. What is it exactly? So let's create one adjustment is there. This is the adjustment I am telling. Here you have to choose currency. Is it in Indian currency or US dollars? Now I have done setups. Okay. Here you can add multiple journals from here. In the one batch, you can add multiple journals from here as well or create separately. Okay. So let's create a one. So this lines will be appears, and here you can see the code combinations will be appear. So here you have to select company, take it PPI, take department. This is all values code. We have created the segments, from the value sets. Natural account, now take the expenses here which we have created now for the example. Product default and default, it cannot be go empty, so we have to must put the values. So okay, so here this code combination is created. Now give the debit amount 10,000 rupees suppose. Here go to the second row. Okay, give the another finance department. Then cash account, expense to cash account I am taking as an entry. Okay, VPN default, future one default. Okay, take credit amount 10,000. So debit and credit must be equal. Here you, if you want, you can give description, telephone expenses. Okay, I hope you understood. So this is how we create a journal in our ledger. So actually we don't create a journal here particularly. It will all the all other subledgers entries will be reflect into the GL module here, like in a managed journal. We'll show you. So this is how we create a journal. Now save. So from here you can save and close or save and create another as well. Okay. Then complete another also. Then you can copy the batch from here. Journal entry still you can add or view in a T account as well. T account means will show you the entries here. In a T account you can see this is telephone expenses entry. This is cash account reflected and expense account. Just okay.
The time will be over, sir. Put on another one link, sir.
Okay, no, fine. It's a 7 minute left now.
Okay, sir. Yes,
We'll
sir.
finish in 7 minutes.
Okay, sir.
No worries.
Okay, sir.
Yes. So you understood this is how we create the journals. For the creating journal, that all setups are required for creating the journals. Here, you can see that categories also for the categories also there is a setup. You can create the categories from the setup. If you want specific, if there is included in any here, so you can create the category as well. Then batch also you can create separately. That all you can do. So like this. Now just look, you can post it. Post means it will reflect into the GL. Okay, so now save. Now we'll do complete. Now the it will be complete and then post it. After posting, it will reflect here. See, it will show you your process has been submitted. Done. Now you can see. Now whatever you have created, you can see here total INR, entered amounts and total amounts also. PTD means period to date, quarter to date, and year to date. That is called PTD, QTD, and all. So this is 10,000 amount debit and credit. Okay. So now just let me show you how you create. Now you have created the journal from here. From the managed journal, whatever you have created, it will reflect here. Here. Just select the period or journal entry or batch, anything. Now I'm selecting the January. Like we have created the accounting date in the January. So just search. See, here you can see the telephone expenses which we have created now. Source is a manual. There are two ways of creation. One is a import spreadsheet. We can do through spreadsheet and manual. So we have created this manually, or else we can import the data. So here batch status is posted. If it is not posted, it will reflect here unposted. And here from here you can reverse the batch as well. Reverse the batch means is accounting is wrong, you can reverse it. Here you can post and reverse journal. It will you will be understand later. Okay, now see, here we created, here we have seen. Then create a journal in spreadsheet. In spreadsheet means, as I told you, there are two ways. One is a manual, which we have created now, and second one is through spreadsheet. Here it will give us the access. So we can manually, in a spreadsheet, we can just import the data, put the data all here, like this, it will appear. Then we have, so, so here. So from here also, here you can give the single journal and multiple journals. So you just have to put in this Excel all the data what you have to import, and then it will be imported in the Oracle. You can see here group ID, source, reversal, data access set, primary ledger, like this it will give. And here you have to give company name, department, natural account, product, future one, all the details here single and here multiple. So through from here you can source from spreadsheet, you can import the data into the Oracle. Okay, then there is a concurrences. This is also from spreadsheet. We can import the data here. Run auto post program. So there you saw the option of post. Okay, so that you can do manually, or you can just for the certain set a certain criteria here for India, and you can run the auto post program. So whatever transactions are unposted, it will be get posted automatically when you run this program here. Just have to submit auto post criteria set and then submit. Then whatever the unposted transactions are there, that will be automatically get posted. Then auto reverse means same, that you can select the certain criteria and post it reversal period, on which period you have to reverse. Approval, if there is any hierarchy, then you can see the approvals. So in all this, main is this one, create accounting. Thus you can create accounting that whatever unposted and unposted or untransferred to the GL, it will shown here. Like after you run this program, now we don't have created entries transactions, so it will not reflect there. But like this, now let me show you the how to run the report. How much time is left? 2 minutes now. Okay, tools here, schedule process. Here schedule new process, search for which you want to shoot. There are several, but let's trial balance. Let's take a trial balance. Which entry we have created, it will reflect here. Trial balance report. Let's say trial balance report. From here, for the shareholder purpose, or we have to check the company status, it will reflect here. Now here BPI ledger, because one is there, so it connected automatically. Accounting period, January. Submit. Here just copy the number so we can track it. Copy, submit it. This is the final output I'm showing. This is the GL flow. Search and process ID. Copy here and search. So you can see particularly that trial balance report is succeeded. Here are the output. Just go into the output. Here you can see the logs details. But if you don't want, you can here default document. Here you can see the report. So here, are you able to see? This is our trial balance report. Here, the one entry we have done, cash account, expense account. This is the natural account code, and beginning balance 10,000 and credited 10,000. So ending balance 0 because it's get nullify. It gets knocked out. Okay. So you understood the flow. This is our main output of the GL. So this is the GL flow which I mentioned. This is the basic GL flow. Understood now, Ramana? Is
Sir,
that clear to
understand,
you?
sir.
Okay. So next, if I will see, because main things I have told you in the GL, these are the base and basic flow which is required in a GL. Oops, what is it?